Welcome to Haley and Tay Wrap Up Supernatural and Start Over and also sometimes talk about other stuff, a podcast.
Also known as HATRUSA, and this week we are talking about Season 3, Episode 16, No Rest for the Wicked. It originally aired on May 15th, 2008. It was written by Eric Kripke, who wrote some other things, and directed by Kim Manners, who directed some other things. I don't have Wi-Fi right now. I, opened them in the other tab. I was like, ooh, I need to check, what, because I think Kripke did the other finales, but I couldn't remember what Manners did, and I just don't have Wi-Fi. I'm calling in from my phone.
I'll take it up. I'll take it up this time. So, hold on. I have to reopen it. So, it is written by Eric Kripke, who wrote some other stuff, for sure. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Okay, who wrote Devil's Trap, which was the season 1 finale, I believe, right?
Sounds about right.
Wrote All Hell Breaks Loose, which is the season 2 finale, and wrote the season 4 finale, and wrote the season 5 finale.
He likes finales. That's what he's here for. Yeah, but then
his last writing credit is in season 6, so that's incredible. He wrote those, and also he is, literally the show creator, so, you should know him. And then we've got Kim Manners, who
directed.
She directed Dead in the Water, Bugs. Those are two very different. She also directed the season 1 and 2 finales, and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, so she's directed a couple of Mystery Spot.
That's a fun little mix.
Yeah.
Of how we cared about those episodes.
I know.
It's always fun.
So, do we want to talk about, Misha's latest blunder?
We can do it now, sure.
Yeah, because HATRUSA is also apparently Misha Collins.
Well, I mean, if other people did shit, we would talk about them too. Then they sometimes do, and then we talk about them. But, just 3 days ago, Misha tweeted, "I'm heading into a week-long silent meditation retreat, so if something earth-shattering happens, if another war breaks out, Trump does something illegal, or one of my castmates comes out, and I don't comment, it's not that I don't care, I'm just unplugged and off the grid. Be well." And then his show got canceled.
Help!
That was what was in that Tumblr post I sent you.
Oh my god.
Literally
didn't click it.
The next day, Gotham Knights got canceled.
That's really funny. I'm sorry.
It was only around for one season. I thought there was more of it. Given the way people talked about it. But whatever. I don't actually care about Gotham Knights. This was just a wild tweet to tweet, in my opinion. There are some choices made in the wording. I can see where he's coming from, but it's also, absurd, almost.
Yeah. He is a strange man. What do you think it's like to have a conversation with him?
I don't know, but I was just thinking about the other day. Do you remember when he tweeted out his phone number?
Way back when?
Yeah, because I texted him, I think.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Well, I remembered it because I remember when I was looking at his Twitter, because I think it still has a phone number in the bio, and I don't know what that leads to, but I saw it, and I was like, God, do you remember when he just, posted his phone number on the internet and just, let that happen?
He's
weird.
So strange.
He makes choices, and if they're good or not, we don't know.
Yeah, we can't speak on that, but it's strange.
Yeah.
Okay. Strange. Okay. So now I'll do my summary, yeah?
Yes. Do we have warnings? Bugs. There are some bugs.
Yeah, there's a couple bugs.
And there's you don't see it on screen, but there is an animal murder.
Yes, there's an implied mentioned animal death.
Yeah, so.
You see blood and it is implied to be in animals. As in it is explicitly stated to be in animals.
Yeah, it's like a family pet, so it is kind of upsetting. But that's all. This time.
Cool. Yeah, this time. So, obviously, this is the season finale. It happened.
Woo!
So carry on my wayward son, baby. After the
Yes.
montage, Dean is running away from what we can assume to be a hellhound based on the growling. He falls down and there's a shaky cam a lot, and then he wakes up and Sam's there and he's like, bro, we found a way to stop the hellhounds. Me and Bobby found a way. And Dean is like, no, he didn't. And Sam's like, yeah, he did. And Dean is like, ugh. While Sam is saying this, Dean watches Sam's face get all fucked up. Bobby uses a pendulum to find where Lilith is, which is how he did. I read the summary on the wiki, and that is how we found out, not because of Ruby. So that's funny. That we both missed that, but it's okay.
Yep.
Ruby shows up, and she and Dean fight. I don't. And then we see where Lilith is. She has possessed a little girl who is played by Olive Ant Farm, and
Yes.
she is keeping the little girl's family hostage and also is terrorizing them. She killed some babysitter who I didn't put together that was the babysitter. I thought it was like her grandma, but then also
at first I thought it was her grandmother, but then she said something about her old babysitter.
Yeah.
But I still was like, is she just calling her that, or is that her grandma?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's clear. It could go either way.
Yeah. She kills the babysitter and also the family cat Freckles, which is a really good cat name, if you ask me. Then Sam, Dean, and Bobby drive to where Lilith is. On the way, Sam and Dean have a carpool karaoke instead of a heart-to-heart chat because they are men. They are stopped by a cop demon on the way there, and Dean only knows that it is a demon because he can see their real faces under the meat suit. And then when they get to the house that Lilith is at, there's more demons, which Dean knows are demons because he can see their real face under the meat suit because he's has like 5 hours left to live or whatever. There's fighting. Bobby does a little prayer over like the water system, and holy water sprays out of the sprinklers, which is
again
so funny.
We've talked about this, which is why I'm not putting it in lore library. You can't just do that. Is he ordained?
Oh my god, do you think Bobby's ordained?
He's got it. Well, he doesn't gotta be because Sam made holy water, but technically, I'm pretty sure you have to be a member of the church.
So I think Bobby's ordained. I think Bobby's ordained now, actually. I think Bobby's ordained, and also, I was listening to a wrap-up from last season, and I was like, I think he should have a PhD as well. So I think that Bobby is a doctor and also ordained.
Cool. Sure. Let's go with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make anything interesting happen at this point in the show.
I think that we need it, so, yeah. I agree. There's fighting. Dean and Sam manage to save the mom and dad, and right before Sam can kill Lilith, who is cuddled
like
all
a 5-year-old?
up to the mom. Yeah, she appears to be 5 or 6.
Yeah, and that Sam really struggles with that.
Sam really struggles. So Sam hesitates really long, and we're like, okay,
and the
Sam,
mom
do
is
it.
The mom is begging him to do it.
Yeah, because what happened
she's
was
desperately mouthing it.
Right. She's not even mouthing, she's whispering it.
Almost to the point where I was like, ma'am, shut the fuck up, you're going to die. She was fine, but
basically the reason the mom was in bed with her is because Lilith was like, read a bedtime story to me, mommy. And the mom was like, sweetie, I've read it 26 times tonight. And she went, read it again. And I was like, wow, that is realistic. That is what a child does. But then, right before he can stab her, Dean comes in and it's like, it's not her. And Olive wakes up screaming. And it's not Lilith anymore, sure enough. Woohoo.
It's just Olive from Ant Farm now.
Yeah, so it's a good thing he hesitated.
Yeah.
Ruby isn't Ruby, she's Lilith, and she sicks the hellhounds on Dean after, making Sam not be able to move. And then the hellhounds tear Dean apart. There's some brutal CGI blood. When I say brutal, I mean it doesn't look good. Um,
No.
but also it's gross, so
It was a weird combination of CGI and practical effects where it was sometimes hard to tell which was which. But the
Right.
CGI blood, I think, was a much more unrealistic red. So if your eye was ever like, whoa, that's like weirdly red, I think that was CGI.
Yeah.
It was like a red that you don't like see, and like even for like, you know, when people make like fake blood out of like just whatever is they can get their hands on, and sometimes it's like really it was you know what I think how to describe it, it was like not translucent enough, it was like too opaque, and
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
It was just like, that's just solid, what is that?
Right. So that, and then Sam holds him as he dies, and he cries, and he cries, and he cries, and then it cuts to Dean screaming for Sam to help him in hell. And the episode ends.
More bad CGI, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the episode. It's weird in its pacing.
Yeah.
But I think that's common for Supernatural. I feel like there's been a lot of episodes where we've been like, it's really slow, but then it like picks up a lot, and then it ends.
Yeah. I would agree.
So, yeah. Yeah.
The death count, in case you are curious, is 7 on-screen deaths, with 2 mentioned, for a total of 9 deaths.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of deaths. We've had not a lot lately, I feel like.
I think I think that's a lot. But it's also the season finale, so like, ramp it up a little. Kill a few more people.
Right.
What's a little more depth in our Supernatural?
Correct. After that, my notes. There's not too many of them, considering that this is the season finale. Like, oops. So, my first note is the feel when Dean is being chased by hellhounds in his sleep. That's all I had to say about that. Then I had Sam's face just glitching out. Is that what hellhounds do? Followed by Bobby and the fucking huge fucking pendulum. I don't actually, like, I'm pretty sure it was just a pendulum, right? But, like, also...
I do too, but it was like, for us, we were talking about how when we've seen pendulums before, they've been like something that someone holds. I guess the good thing about this one is you wouldn't be holding it, so your movements won't affect it, so maybe it's more common, but he like put it basically over a map, and just kind of like, it was like a tripod almost. It was very beautiful. Anyway, as we were saying, weird pendulum.
Yeah, weird pendulum. Usually it's just like a little crystal on a string. Or chain. Is there anything else you wanted to say there, or is that...
Let's see if I can Google pendulum. Spiritual, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, because if you just Google it, it's just like, a pendulum is not necessarily like, you know.
Right.
I'm mostly seeing chains. Stand?
Yeah.
I'm seeing, for a stand, I'm seeing very small ones, and it's still mostly on a chain.
Was it just big because, maybe he just had a big one because he had to do it over a map.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing any, it was almost like a clock almost? Like, that's what it reminded me of. Like, the pendulum portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? It was just like, it was a huge structure. It looked almost like an old-fashioned, like, it looked like some sort of old-fashioned...
Looked like a fucked up tripod.
Device for navigating or something, because like even the stands I'm seeing, like I said, it's a chain and you just kind of slide it in. It's not like a solid thing that you have to like haul up on a table. Like, it looks great, but it's not like usable.
Right. So we don't really know why that happened, but whatever, it's fine. Like,
cool set piece, I guess.
Yeah. Where do you think that is now?
Probably in pieces. They probably just took it apart.
That's so sad. You're so right. Okay. My next one is, I said that Dean is valid for not wanting to loop again.
Loop?
Yeah. When Sam was like, we can save you, Dean was like, no, I don't want you to save me because we can't keep doing this. This being like, one of them sacrificing themselves for the next, only to do it again and again and again.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, because Who are you what are you fucking talking about? You're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, like, I think that he's super valid for that. Like, but also
I
we
think
know that it keeps happening.
Yeah. He said something about how they were going to, like, go out as martyrs or something. And I was just like, but you're going to do this, like, 8 more times. Like, I almost feel bad for Sam and Dean of the early seasons because, like, they don't know, you know? They have no idea they're going to be trapped in this. And they want to be done, too, you know? Yeah. They all want to be done.
So that was valid of them. I mean, him. Then my next note is just Ruby. And then I have Sam's psychic moment because Sam's psychic powers were brought up. Ruby was like, you can save him with your powers.
This season is so weird in the sense that it was supposed to be about psychic powers and it isn't. And they just bring it up here as if, like, it's... I talked about this in the reaction. They just bring it up here as if, like, this season was about his powers. And it wasn't. It was really weird because she was like, Ruby, you can do it. And it's like, but, like, he can't.
And she's also like, you hate it when your brother looks at you like you're a sideshow freak.
Yes!
But it's like, none of that...
that's not what this was about. It'd be one thing if it was about this, but it's literally not. Like, that wasn't what the point of this season was. Like, you're just lying to me.
Man, we'll talk about this season later, but holy shit. My next note is Slutty Little Yoda, which is my favorite quote from this episode. It is what Dean calls Ruby. Dean calls Ruby their slutty little Yoda. I think that's marketable merchandise.
Honestly, me too.
And then I have why is there an ice cream truck? Because when they got to the Indiana place, there was an ice cream truck in the background. I'm guessing it's to, like, show that, like, it's a normal place. Like, oh, look, an ice cream truck. Everything's fine and happy and, like, innocent. But then the immediate cut to, like, a dead woman with flies on her.
Yeah.
Then I have a quote from the guy who's... I don't know his name. He said, give her a big ol' hug from me and Judy. Because the grandpa was like, oh, she's feeling sick right now. About because the guy was like, how's your granddaughter? And the grandpa was like, oh, she's just staying home. She feels sick right now, because what's he gonna say? She's possessed by a demon, help us, help us, help us? Like, no, he can't do that. And also, even if he did, like, that guy was revealed to be possessed by a demon anyway. So, whatever. But, yeah, I just thought that line was funny. Then I have Ruby and Dean's fight was... No, wait, no, I just skipped. My next note is, OMG, it's Olive, with a little heart next to it. Because we love Olive Ant Farm.
I did love Ant Farm.
Yeah. Then I have a quote from Bobby. It was another really funny quote. He said, do you think I'm a ditchable prom date?
That is definitely a gif of... That has been gift. Obviously, everything in Supernatural has, but, like, that one especially.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it a lot.
Yeah. Then I have that Ruby and Dean's fight was so forgettable. I was watching it, and I was like, why does Dean have a bruise? Because I already had forgotten that they fought. My bad.
This episode's really weird in the sense that it ramps up eventually. And I do think that the, like, suspense with Lilith's family is done really well. I think that's like well done. But there's something about it that make it so, like, the combination of whatever the brothers are doing and the slow build of Lilith, it doesn't combine well.
Yep.
If that makes sense. So you're left with, like, this slow burn, but also they're, like, running around and breaking into houses, and it's just kind of like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then I have juxtaposition of that note, I have car karaoke dead or alive scene is literally one of the best Supernatural scenes, hands down. I'll die on that hill. Yeah. Then I have a quote from little baby Olive while she's Lilith. They're celebrating her birthday and she claps her hands and goes, "Yay, it's my birthday every day." And I was like, that is so real. I said it during the reaction a lot, but like Lilith possessing this child is like so funny because honestly, kids just behave like that sometimes. Not the murder part,
the rest
but like
of it.
the rest of it. And honestly, like some kids say they'll murder you. Like like kids are fucking weird. They just say that. I can't remember if I said it on this podcast before, but my cousin, who is now 14 years old, when she was 2, she told me that she'd kill me for a Klondike bar. So like,
oh,
yeah,
fun.
Yeah, it was. We were at my aunt's house in the summertime, me and my brother, and we were all having a little Klondike bar, and my aunt was like, "Haha, what would you do for a Klondike bar, kiddo?" And she looked at her mother and grinned, and she just went, "I'd kill Haley." Like full, like no stop, just like
Yeah,
no
I'd
hesitation.
kill Haley.
And I was like, "Damn, okay, shit, dude." Why not, I guess. So like kids are just fucking like that.
I love how it wasn't like I'll kill someone. It was like Haley specifically.
Yeah, it was like I'll kill Haley, who's right next to me. Like I'll kill her right now. I was like, okay. And like I work with kids, and so like kids sometimes. I'm only 24 years old, which is not that old. But I've had kids look at me and go, "Haha, you're gonna die soon," and I'm like, "Huh? No, I'm fucking not." But so
Yeah.
it's really funny because the whole thing is that like she's possessed by a demon and that's why she's saying these things, but also like, nah, that's just kids. The murder's the demon part for sure, but anyway. This kind man just died is my next note. It made me sad when Grandpa died. I liked him.
He was trying his best.
His kids, or like I don't know who was the son, like who was like the in-law there, but like the mom and dad really just fucking threw him right under the bus. There was no care in the world. So that made me sad when he died. I didn't like that. Then I have that Sam saying bitch is so funny because his heart is just not in it. I meant to make a note about Dean saying bitch earlier in the episode, but then I got distracted because but Dean called Ruby bitch again. I think it was when she showed up. He was like, "There's our bitch." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
So then like when she shows up again, Dean says something like all derogatory, and she turns to Sam to be like, "Sam, come on, help me out." And Sam just looks at her and goes, "Hell no, bitch," like something like that. And I was like, "Wow, that was
fucking
weak as hell."
it.
Then I have that Sam is so lucky he's afraid of hurting kids, because otherwise he would have done murder in cold blood.
Yeah.
And then I have the Hellhounds are coming.
Yes.
Because they were. Followed by Sam, that's not Ruby. I gasped. I forgot about that part. So when that happened, I did gasp for real.
It'll be fun for me to edit together the reaction for this one because our Wi-Fi's just kept taking turns on like dying. So like that was one of the points where I think maybe my Wi-Fi went out. So I was like, wow, Haley's really not reacting to this.
I mean, for the record, we were pretty quiet through this episode. I think it's been a long day for both of us.
It's been a long day, and like I said, like, for any of the Winchester parts, I was just like, they're doing their thing again. They sure are killing this cop.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't much to say. The Lilith parts are the best part of this episode.
Yeah.
The rest, like, we'll talk about it.
Well, that's what... Yeah, like, that's what this episode is literally like. I remember it for the Lilith parts, because I remember all of Ant Farm being in this episode and being covered in blood.
Yeah, I mean, well, for one, the gif of her in, like, the white dress covered in blood. All over Tumblr. Especially when there was posts like, there were a lot of Disney Channel people in Supernatural. Here's a bunch of them. But like the Lilith stuff, even if I don't remember all the details, that section is at least the very first scene, with the dress covered in blood, very memorable. But like aside from Dean actually dying at the end, their stuff is not memorable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll say more during my rating, but yeah. I al- Oh, LOL, that's so funny. I have the note written down after Sam, that's not Ruby. I wrote, how'd he know? But then I remembered it's because Lilith's face looks different than the other demons. I remembered that just now. So,
the white eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has white eyes.
So, that's really funny. I was like, oh my god, Dean knows
Which,
Ruby's
by the way, looked
personality.
really bad in some of the
really
shots.
Bad, yeah.
Because there's a shot later on where she, like, blasts light or something, when she, like, leaves Ruby's body. And then Ruby's there for a second. But when she leaves Ruby's body, she, like, does, like, a blast of light at Sam. And they didn't put the way they... I don't know if this is how special effects work, but this is how art programs work and the editing I know. It almost looked like they put the layers for her eyes above the layers for the light. So when they did the light, the eyes weren't affected in the way they were supposed to. So it looked like they were floating. Just the whites of her eyes. And it was really bad. It was really bad. It looked shitty.
Yeah. So yeah, the show's bad, but we know that.
Yeah.
Then I have my least favorite line from the episode. Lilith, when she takes over Ruby's body, says, "I like this one. It's all grown up and pretty."
It's bad.
I didn't like that.
It's bad.
It made me so uncomfortable.
It was bad because then she also like immediately gets really weird about Sam, and it's really uncomfortable. And like, here's the thing: I fully acknowledge this is a demon that is thousands and thousands of years old. However, she has been played as a child by a child for this entire episode, and then continues to act as if she is a 6-year-old,
right,
in an adult woman's body. So like, that's the thing. It's that not only have we seen her as a child acting with that maturity the whole time, it's that she continues that and brings it to an adult woman and then tries to be sexual.
Yeah.
And it's really uncomfortable.
It's all grown up and pretty. I was like, girl,
and then she
that.
Like kisses him non-consensually and is like, your lips are soft. And I was like,
that's my next note. Is the quote, "Your lips are soft." And then I wrote, Sam kissed 6.
It's bad for him.
Sam does not have it easy ever.
No, because this is his second demon kiss that was non-consensual.
I feel like he will continue to have non-consensual demon kisses. So
I think for a bit they are consensual, but I feel like they're demons. I acknowledge that, but demons in this show, due to the fact that deals are sealed with kisses, are just like constantly, it's like non-stop, non-consensual kisses, and it's like a lot.
Then I have, this is brutal because, like, okay, Dean's death did not hit me as much as I thought it would. I think it could be A, because I'm kind of tired. It could be B, because I know he's coming back. Mm-hmm. It could be C, because it just wasn't that fucking, like, I don't care. It wasn't very high stakes, because we know he's coming back.
Uh-huh.
But, it didn't hit me. But the blood was brutal, so I wrote this is brutal.
The blood was brutal, and mostly that was because it looked bad. But there was also, like, a lot of it. Like, this is a particular, like, so much blood that you're like, does the human body actually have that much blood in it?
Right.
To lose? But I will also say that I'll give Jared that. I thought his acting was for Dean's death was something.
Oh yeah, Sam crying was very, very solid and upsetting. like,
but the
him
death
holding
itself
his dead
was
brother's
like,
body, I was like,
aside
whoa.
from one shot that was just like kind of goofy.
Yeah. Then I have Sam really has to watch his brother die, huh? Because he did. It sucked. Did I already say that one? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, then I have that Dean's dead stare is so funny. It's not meant to be funny.
No,
but it is.
what I personally found amusing about that is it's because in the shot before, Sam had been kind of like holding him closer, but to get this shot they basically had to have Jared like hold Jensen straight out and make sure Jensen's face was looking directly straight up to perfectly like not look into the camera. So it's just like a little bit too manufactured and perfect. Like it doesn't feel realistic. It doesn't feel like the next movement in like that would have happened. It just is like, okay, we need this shot. Like just hold him for a second.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just kind of like goofy. That was my take. It's goofy.
Yeah. Then I have Dean. Nope, I just said that. Jesus Christ. My last note is
Killing
God,
it.
never forget the zoom into the eye just to show Dean being tortured. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there to say?
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say. This episode is bad, actually. No, it's not bad. It's not as good as you think it is.
Right.
You probably thought it was better.
Yeah.
So, don't know what to tell you about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no new lore. You probably could have guessed that. There just isn't. Like, it's hellhounds. We talked about those already.
Yeah.
It's hellhounds, it's demons. That's what it is. So,
yeah. Did it pass the Bechdel test?
it actually technically kind of did. Because technically we have a name for her mom, Mrs. whatever. Like, if we consider that her name, she technically has a name. She's a character that is in more than one scene, and Lilith is in more than one scene. And she reads her daughter a story, and it's not about a man. I mean, I think they might mention a dragon and like maybe a knight, but like that doesn't count. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about like a man in their lives or whatever. So like,
yeah,
technically, this one might have passed the Bechdel test. Which I don't know how we should be feeling about that. But hey, you know?
Yeah.
Win for feminism?
Win for feminism.
Question mark.
No.
No?
No, never.
It just is a win for feminism? You're just deciding for us.
What?
It's a win for feminism? I'm confused at what's happening.
No, it's not a win for feminism. Supernatural never lets feminism win.
No, I was gonna say, I don't think it
women.
does. I was like, I don't know if we want to say that, but yeah. It's not great. This episode isn't good. But,
No.
like, at the same time, it's not the worst, and that makes it hard. Things on the wiki, I guess?
Yeah.
So, you go first for Brought to You By. I think I went first last time.
Wait!
No?
Crack shipping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who the fuck?
The two old men at the mailbox.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, okay. Sure.
I think maybe they hold hands.
Before the demon thing? And
Before
the death
demon
thing? Yeah.
That shit. I just accidentally refreshed Discord without thinking. This is funny. Taya? Oh god.
Hello?
Taya.
Did you die that time?
Yeah, I accidentally refreshed Discord without thinking.
Okay, let's get this done.
Yeah.
Do your music.
Okay. Today's episode is brought to you by Wanted, Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. Because as Dean says, Bon Jovi is... Hold on. Because as Dean... Hold on. Because oh god, the quote's not on the fucking shit. Well, I don't have the direct quote, but as Dean says, something about Bon Jovi is awesome sometimes.
Okay. Okay, this episode is also brought to you by Carry On. I mean, obviously. You know, it's brought to you by Carry On, My Wayward... Carry On, Wayward Son. There's no my in the title.
Really?
According to the wiki listing, it's just Carry On, Wayward Son.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Carry On, Wayward Son. A progressive rock song by Kansas on their 1976 album, Leftoverture. Anyway, my fave thing on the wiki, now that I have to find out that, was, under deaths, Ruby's blonde vessel.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, you are my favorite Ruby. But also it is very fun to describe her as Ruby's blonde vessel. They're right, that's the only way we can distinguish her.
Yeah. My favorite thing on the wiki, it was really hard for me because I couldn't figure anything out. So mine is a visual one this time, so sorry, that's not very fun for podcast. But it's the gallery image at the bottom of Sam, this hallucination. It's
the very first one?
Yeah, the caption is Dean begins to hallucinate as the deadline looms, and it's just the fucking funniest picture. It's just funny. I like it. I think it's funny.
All of these screenshots are like the worst time to take a screenshot. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I might want to change mine to the caption, Dean celebrates holy water, because that's just funny. I did want to say that I thought it was interesting that this little trivia bit, this is the second finale episode in the series where not all of the main characters' actors are present, with the absence of Lauren Cohen as Bella Talbot. The second one was Carry On with the absence of Castiel and Jack, which is still one of the most baffling choices. If they're in heaven, why can't Castiel be there? Because it's like...
Because he's in super hell!
But he's not anymore. He helped Jack create this heaven because he, Jack, I guess, destroyed super hell or whatever. But it's just, so funny. I'm, not sure if it had to do with COVID restrictions, because that doesn't entirely make sense. They were already filming. But, it's just very funny to me that they were like, you may kiss, none.
Yeah.
The idea that they were like, yes, you guys can have a one-sided confession, but he will not be coming back, even when, everyone else feasibly can.
Yeah.
He technically could, and we will give an in-universe reason for why he could be here. He won't be here. So strange. Love to see it.
I hate this show.
It's so weird.
Would you like to know my rating?
Yes, I would, so we can finish this.
Okay, so I think I might have mentioned this last time, but I feel kind of bad because this season, I was really lame with ratings this season. I wasn't fun this time. I used to be really fun with ratings.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to bring that back right now. I think that this episode is a 4.73 bloody white dresses out of 10. It is a mid-finale.
I think that's fair. I think that's valid, and I do want to send you a picture of what Sierra McCormick looks like now.
Oh, please do.
She might have this hairstyle for a movie, but I want you to see what she looks like now.
I'm thrilled. No way!
Yes way!
Oh my god, she's so cute.
It's just wild. Because the thing is, she, has looked the same for a really long time. Because we watched, you see her as, a really little kid, and then on Ant Farm, she's, a teenager. But she looks almost exactly the same. But, with her current, hairstyle and the way she does her makeup, she looks wildly different.
Yeah.
Anyway, this season finale, isn't... It's weird because, this is, technically the first time Dean dies, for real in a way, because Sam can't bring him back. Sam doesn't bring him back, but because of the way it's paced, I think is a big one for me. It just like doesn't work in the way it should, even though like parts of it work. But I will say it has a 9.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but we also have to remember that IMDb always rates high. There are only 2 ratings that are under an 8. There's only one 8, and that person didn't really have any criticisms. They just gave it an 8, which that's fine. I understand. Bunch of 10s, bunch of 9s. We have a 6 who gave it a who was disappointed because there's no payoff. I don't necessarily agree with everything they're saying, because they're saying, like, well, Dean died, so everything here was pointless. Which, this will be something we talk about in the wrap-up, but I think you can have a season where they are trying to save someone's life and fail. I think that could work, but I don't think they wrote it in a way that was impactful as it could have been. I don't think it was a strong way that they did it. But, like, I don't think that because they failed, it's like disappointing. And this other person gave it a 5, but it mostly looks like they gave it a 5 because Dean died.
That's really funny.
But I will admit that one is from 2008. It's from May 2008. It's like from 4 days after the finale aired. So like this was days later. So they didn't know, like, Dean is obviously like in hell. They didn't know how he was going to come out, if he was going to come back. I think you can probably assume, but, like, in the moment, you don't really know. It's not until, like, season, like, probably 7 or 8 where you're like, they're just going to keep coming back.
Yeah.
They make jokes about it. They get killed in, is it the French Mistake? And then they just get put back and there's, like, a joke about it.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyway, yeah, I just... It exists. It wraps up a uneventful and frankly pointless season. So
yeah,
what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it? I'll tell you what we're gonna do about it is talk about it in the
later
next episode.
Yeah, we'll do our wrap up next time, and then after that we'll be doing an episode of the anime, and then Castiel.
Yeah, dude.
Thank fucking God. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get something for our SEO in here.
SEO?
Search engine optimization.
Oh.
Basically me just putting Destiel in every post we make. Just really make people mad at us.
I love that.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to HATRUSA and getting through us with this absolute drag of a season. We are HATRUSA everywhere. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a rating or a review, and tell anyone who needs a little bit of white noise. Because at this point we have like 60 plus episodes, so like you don't have to pay attention. We can just put you to sleep if you would like. We would be more than happy to. I have promised myself that I am going to spend a bunch of July trying to get through the backlog up onto YouTube, because I have been promising to do that for months. But now I need to like start clearing out my computer to have a little more space on my hard drive, so we are actually going to do that. And then I'll also start uploading things to the coffee for reactions, and when I do, I'll tweet about it and probably mention it here. So
we're thriving.
I don't know about that, but we sure are here.
Yeah. Hey, Taya.
Hey, Haley.
Are you ready to see Anime Ghost Mary?
I guess.
Because that's what's going to happen next time in the Supernatural, the anime. 3rd episode, Home.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no. That has Missouri.
Oh, my God.
And she looks so bad.
Oh, my God. That's so exciting for us.
So, we'll talk to you then. Catch you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side.